Yep, though, top of the afternoon. You know you rocking with your homie Dave. Rocking here with Facts of Life, the podcast. Bring you yet another episode. What they say, bro? And another one. And another one.
Right? Or DJ Khaled, right? Another one.
Yeah, that's definitely DJ Khaled. You gotta say shout out to DJ Khaled. And another one, because he definitely got all that shit locked and loaded. But you know I'm here with my main man, Bootcamp Brian, a.k.a. Brian Lion.
Brian that Lion, the 5'10" giant.
But yeah, this episode is very special to us today because first and foremost, I'm gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna do this a little rewind, a little different because it is. I want to let everybody know that's listening. It is our final episode for this season. So after you listen to this one, check your date. Check your date because we're going to return 3 weeks after today with our next episode. That's literally 3 weeks after today. So we got this Friday. We have Friday right now, right? Today's Friday. Right? It. But that's it. Like after that, it's gonna be 3 weeks. So you got 3 weeks. If you just got in, you just got it. You can catch up. We're gonna give you like a.
Well, you said this episode what 10?
10, yeah. This episode 10.
So based on the time limit, we did what 40 minutes, Bob. 10 times 40. 10
you
got 400 minutes.
Yeah,
to
you
catch
got
up
400 minutes to catch up. So it's definitely time to catch up. But before anything and everything, you know. We gotta take a moment to ask each other and ask ourselves. If you sitting around someone or you any of that, make sure we take one moment out. Actually, we're gonna take. It's gonna be 2 moments. One moment for you to say, for you to give off your reflection on how you feeling, and for a moment for you to listen to how the other person that you talking to, how they feeling. Because it's so important. You know what I mean?
Pause it
it's
and ask
taking
them
time
and
really sit and listen because. Like I like to do full cycle things, and if you remember, like when we really start getting into this, a lot of times people like to ask a question. Oh, hello, how are you? Like you know what I mean? It's like, how are you? But are you going? What you expecting me to say? I'm good, hello, or just like?
Or people just have that generic response.
Yeah,
you know, like you know how many times do you ask somebody how are you, and you hear I'm okay, and it's like okay, well, what the. We listen. This is how I know we're not listening. Let's break down okay.
Right.
Like,
let's talk about
if I told you, hey man, this restaurant, come out and try it. It's okay.
Yeah. How does that sound to me?
Oh, come watch this movie. It's okay. Drive this car. It's okay. Like you, are you willing to spend your hard-earned money on okay? So why do you allow yourself to just be okay when there's a range of emotions that we can feel as human beings? Why would you settle for okay? Okay is terrible to me.
And I say that to people, and people be like,
"Yeah, I don't ever want to be okay."
I'm like, okay. Okay, what?
Okay with what?
Because
to be okay is to also kind of be
content.
I don't really even like saying that word. Like I'm thankful for what I have, but I'm never content because. To believe in abundance is to believe in abundance.
But this is what I'm saying though. I feel like that's why okay is saying that
you're
content with the feeling that you
probably don't believe in abundance.
You don't. Maybe you believe in it, but
you're unaware.
You don't feel like you're unaware. Because I can't even say that you don't feel like you got to. Because you got to be aware of that.
To feel like it is like to understand this. No matter how you feel. You have the capability of feeling.
That's why I was like, wait, let me change that.
Because some people use that. Like, they're like, oh, well, I feel this way, so this is why this didn't happen. It's like,
but like
I'm not denying that you feel this way,
but
the
thing.
That doesn't have correlation to, right.
But that's like what we were talking about, you know, we always wind up, it's crazy how this always happens. Like, we wind up talking about, but that's what we're saying, like, with my reality. Like, we have so much control over the things that we choose to put into our brains.
Our reality is what we make it, man. Like, so it really is. It's like, yo, a lot of people could start, and here's how I know. I started from a not so good place. Did you start from a not so good place?
Facts.
Do you see people who started in the same place as you doing worse than you?
I have.
Is there people that started from the same place as you doing better than you?
I have.
My point. So that right there, let me know that everything else is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else that hurt me hurt them too.
Yeah, because
we went through the same shit, dog.
In a sense. Like, I could get through it.
But some people did worse and some people did better, which means that it's really on the individual.
But I don't want to take away though. I do believe that sometimes we just have bad days.
Yes, no, I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I was about to agree with that, but I love you, but I don't agree with that. You know why? What's a day considered? A day considered a standard day is actually 23.5 hours, but we know that's 24.
But my bad might not be considered your bad.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. 24 hours, right? 1,140 minutes, or 1,440 minutes. I gotta check that. I think it's 1,440 minutes. But either way, right? It's very, very, very hard. Like, to me as a human, you really have to try to have 1,440 minutes of badness. Either that or you don't catch yourself.
So maybe you have a bad moment.
Yeah, we have bad moments.
Bad moments.
Yeah,
I like
bad day is kind of like...
Bad day is kind of giving away. Dog. It's kind of already like what we said. It's setting the mindset of the rest of this day has to go
my grandmother
wrong.
used to tell me like this, like, yo, listen, if the days was... If the minutes was dollars...
Ooh.
Right? Think about this. If the minutes was dollars... Would you, no matter what happened, because usually what happened that changes our mood, it'd be like 30 seconds. It don't even be like a whole minute. It'd be like, for real, right? So here's the thing. Based on knowing that we get, if you know we woke up in the morning, you got $1,440, right? And something happened for 30 seconds, which means you gave up 50 cents. That's what happened. It cost you 50 cents to go through that moment.
Right.
But if you let it stay, you really gave up the rest of the money you had. So what is it worth that, John? That's never worth it. So so I have the mentality of
I never even. That's brazy. I never looked at it like that.
So there's two things.
There's
two things.
I like this.
Absolutely.
I like this perspectives. Like
so,
it's a lot of different perspectives that
1,000.
you could go over. And I love that.
Because it's up to you to heal yourself. It's not up to you what happens, but it's up to you to heal yourself.
That's what. Cause that's what I was getting ready to like. That's what I was bringing it all to. Like it's like. I don't want to take away from like people having, so it's like not bad days. I don't want to take away from people that has bad moments because I get that. Sometimes we have a moment, it's like.
We all do.
But like my whole point what I was going to say is like, that's the thing. It's like to get out of that, it's so much more empowering like when you get out of it. Like when you get
That's the recipe for your next bad day.
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
Yo, like it's like.
Alright, look, put it like this. This is what somebody told me. We are. However many days you've been living, and look this up, because think about it, it's 365 days in a year, right?
Right.
So, if you're still alive, right, times you, right?
Yeah.
So, I can get you a calculator,
so
right?
stupid.
No, I'm going to do the same thing. No, because
I used to be so like...
It's healthy to see perspective.
It's literally, I used to literally look at that.
We both about to be 33.
My great-grandmother, she was 97 years old, right?
Right.
I used to always do her shit.
So look,
and be like, dang.
Let's do ours. We both about to be 33, right? So 33 times 365, right? Mm-hmm. So we've been alive on this earth about to be 12,045 days, right? Damn. So hear me out. Now think about this though. You are 12,045 and 0 on your days. Because ain't none of them take you off this earth.
That's a fact.
You won 12,045 days, dog.
Right.
So what perspective are we looking at? Like I understand you had a bad moment.
Right. That moment.
But like. You 12,045.
The rest of this.
Mayweather, what Mayweather, 50 and 0? You 12,045 and 0. Dog, like so when
perspectives is deep, man.
And so when she told me, my mother used to tell me this because I had a temper when I was little, right? Or at least I thought I did. Now that I'm grown, I understand that I didn't understand how to control and push my emotions to something else, translate them into something else, right? But at the time,
I'm gonna let you get this thought out, but I want you to also answer.
Oh, how I'm doing?
Yeah,
of course.
Because I don't.
And that goes back to I'm gonna. Thank you for telling me that because I'm wrapping it in full circle. So my mom used to tell me when I used to have a temper. She said, "You mad?" And I used to think she was like heckling me, like she would do it in a way where she had this little smirk, and like, "You mad?" And she'd be like, "You mad? Go lay down."
Oh yes. That was such a powerful thing. I didn't understand that.
And like it took me like between 9 and 13. I never tried it. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, that's so dumb. I just went into my room and like just was mad in my room. Yeah. But then at 13, I tried it. I laid down.
Yo,
and it's impossible to be mad and lay down. Your body just succumbs. It relaxes. Like you know what I'm saying?
The relaxation that your body knows, the fact that it knows that I'm at rest. Like this is time to just.
So today, you asked me how I'm feeling today.
Yeah.
You know, I'm feeling thankful. I'm feeling thankful, and I'm feeling I feel creative in a way that's different from I've ever felt before. And let me explain it just a little bit, because I usually just say, better than yesterday, worse than tomorrow. I still feel that way, of course. But what I mean by that is like I'm feeling thankful because growth is something that you can only see when it happens. You can't make believe growth. Like, you know, if you have any plant, if it shit don't grow, it don't grow. If your pet don't grow, it don't grow. If you don't grow, you don't grow. And so life puts you in situations that is a test where it's like, did you grow or did you not mentally? You know what I'm saying? So today I was in a situation, you know, with Dave at the gym where I'm explaining a exercise that she's never fucking done before in her fucking life, right? But at the end of the day, one of my pet peeves, I'm very time conscious. You know what I'm saying? And so we skipped the exercise we were supposed to be doing because someone was utilizing the machine that we were supposed to use next. And I planned my exercises in a certain way to affect certain muscles. Either or, right? I also didn't have my spinach this morning, which is something that's a part of my daily routine, right? So all of that together, I allowed myself, I got frustrated, right? And then you're saying well, why are you thankful? Well, for two reasons. I got frustrated. Not only did I get frustrated, I allowed my emotions to get the best of me to the point where I spoke out of tone to somebody I care for. Which is, it's human, but it's deeply wrong if you don't address it. It's human, but it's deeply wrong if you don't address it. And it's even more wrong if you don't catch it. If you feel like, well, you didn't do nothing, when you know you might have just talked a little different than you usually do, right? Because we're not crazy. You're not gonna make the other person seem crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So it happened, and I channeled my aggression that I had toward the fellow who was basically just talking, not really using the machine, and it's one of my pet peeves. But we got to get over shit. You know what I'm saying? And I took that out on Dave, who was just trying to learn something new, right? And the crazy thing about it is, I've been in a situation like this in the past where I didn't catch that shit until I was trying to go to sleep at night and felt bad about it and maybe had to text the person, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may do to make amends. But I couldn't get through my workout. When I tell you, I'm in the mirror looking at her, and at one point we lock eyes. I'm in the mirror and I said, I'm like, yo, bro, hold up. Hold up. Macros, let's zoom out a bit. You upset right now, but the total picture is beautiful, dog. Don't get so wrapped up in now that you forget what's beautiful. And the beautiful part was that A, I know she's committed. A, I know she's trying her hardest. B, she gave me grace. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in her shoes could have been like, yo, bro, with all due respect, I'm here with you, but who you talking to like that? Anybody, and she would have not been wrong for addressing me as such. But in that climate, I might have took it the wrong way. And we need to understand as humans how things escalate, right? And that's why I'm thankful, because when you have people in your life, listen, I couldn't finish my exercise. I helped her. And as I'm moving on to the next exercise, when I tell you deep inside, I felt like I betrayed myself. I betrayed her. And I was so sorry. And I hope that, you know what I'm saying? I apologize, and I hope she understood. I was so sorry. Why? Because, man, I don't have nothing but love for this person. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't ever give him nothing but love. That's how we gotta be. It's tough. But that's how that's what unconditional means. It means that no matter what you're going through, right, you gotta still hold the conditions. And to just be able to move on gracefully for that, and to still be able to be here and do the podcast and everything kind of roll still smoothly, it means a lot. And I don't want to get off topic because we got a lot to talk about, but that is truly how I'm feeling. I'm grateful because there was times in my past where I wasn't as far progressive wise to be able to notice and apologize into the person's face and admit it. B, I didn't have the people in my life that would give me grace. And those are two things that are nurturing my growth as a person. And if you don't have that in your life, it's gonna be hard. That's a fact. But how you doing, D?
Yo, no, I like that. I like how you said that. I appreciate that too, bro. And I do want you to know, no cap, y'all. I want y'all to understand, I really fucks with him. You know what I mean? This is really my bro. So it's when I create a bond with someone where I'm I really give a fuck about you and you really my bro, it's I learned, and it's funny because you told me this. You said, we were talking about when we got to how we work and things like that. You said your patience on certain stuff it's you say you teach me so much. It's because I even heard how you countered it to still breathe in a sense. So it's even with that, right? One thing is it's a few things, right? when me and him enter a gym, the amount of respect that me and him together already retains is like, it's crazy. It's so wild. Like, you know what I mean? The fact that like people, I
trust you in my life.
You know what I mean? Like people, like
absolutely.
It's just like from the weights, from the people, from everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like to the point we could go in and never even run our thing, and they're like, oh well, they're good. They know, like, you know what I mean? But even just so like, it's also to be aware is to be alive. Like we talk about that a lot. Now, a lot of the stuff that we're doing is different. Like he said, it's different shit. It's shit that I never tried. Maybe he tried it before, or like haven't tried it this way, or like, you know what I mean? This is his first time teaching someone.
Right.
So it's like I like on even on that, listening to that, it's like I gotta take that into perspective, right? So now with that being said, it's like for me it's more so like, all right, also we hold each other accountable for things, right? It's just if I go to backlash at him, like I could be like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to? Did I feel that? Hell yeah. To the point, it was one point in time I took on, he said, why you doing like that? And it's like, and my mind is like, because you're frustrating the fuck out of me.
Right.
You know? But instead of me saying that, because like you said, I say that, I don't expect him not to say something to fuck back, because I'm already prepared for him to say something back. So why create this quarrel in front of others that are out here that don't even fucking matter? That's not even a family business. And it's like,
and I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We could talk about this when me and him get to. I'm gonna. If he doesn't address it, I'm gonna address it.
Right.
But I respect him even more because I didn't have to address it first to let him know, yo. By the way, he was able to hold himself accountable, and it's like the accountability went back and forth. You know what I mean? And it's like I wasn't giving up on learning it, and I was showing him that. Listen,
absolutely.
I don't give a fuck how frustrated you are.
Exactly. You gonna teach me how to do this shit.
Like I don't care.
And that's like, what made me like when I went back to sit down and do my exercise. Like, yo, I broke my own heart because it was like, yo, dog, what's up, dog? Like you missing the point. You love to teach. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to give back. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what you want to do. Compartmentalize.
Right.
Like we okay. It's okay to feel an emotion at something. It's not okay to take that emotion and give it to everybody else that don't got nothing to do with that. And that's where I was 100% wrong.
Now, so it's like, you know, but to like really go in detail, like how I'm feeling, like, listen, gradually, like I'm feeling so great, like, and like you said, grateful, yeah, like that's true. Like I don't even mean to picky. It's weird that's how it's just like everything, like the person that I'm seeing me become, because even like you said,
the growth is
crazy, dog. For me to retain that not flare up. If you know me, you know. Everybody be like, yo, she a firecracker, she a hothead, this and that. But it's like it took. So it's like for just to see who I'm becoming in the growth. Like I'm so excited, like for the next months to see. Absolutely. The new me, like, you know, because we're forever growing, right?
Absolutely.
So it's like I can't wait to see how I'm evolving.
I hope you feel strong.
Like,
you are strong.
Oh my God, I appreciate that. And it's
absolutely.
Like I do. Like it's like
strong as shit.
But I'm also starting to learn.
And not on some. And here's the thing. And I want to classify this.
We got 2 moments. We got to get into this.
Heard. Notice I didn't say strong on some you're a strong woman. Like no, no dog.
Oh, this is crazy. You know, by the way, yo, I gotta say this. He does not know today's topic.
I don't know the topic.
I'm gonna let you get this off because it seemed like.
No, that's all. Go ahead. I don't want to classify.
Say it again.
I didn't say she's a strong woman. No, she's fucking strong. She's a strong human being. We got to get out of that nature of genderizing things as if it's not just. You understand what a spectrum is? The spectrum is 2 extremes of the same thing, not a slope. No, a line, meaning it's equal. It's 2 extremes of the same thing. That's all. Love and hate is the same energy. Hot and cold, tell me when it changes. What's hot to you might be cold to me, and vice versa, right? It's a spectrum, which means it's a line, guys. So get up that spectrum of feeling like, oh, well, something is above or superior, or, you know what I'm saying? But
so if that's the thought, right, we're going to get into it,
Let's get into it, right?
Let's get into it. Today's episode, we're going to talk about what makes a man and a woman a woman. And again, he never knew what the topic was.
Okay, so here's the thing I want to classify first.
Yeah, and I listen.
You know I love it. You know.
I gotta write this shit. I need to write down what he's saying.
So you can hold me accountable, especially.
Yeah.
All right, so here's how I want to classify this first. Remember, I just said it's a spectrum, right? And there's no telling on what is more than or less than, right? But in order for spectrums to be equatable, on everyone, for everyone, because this is society, right? Mm-hmm. Think about it. Like, we had to make a spectrum of the days of the week. We all had to agree at some point that Sunday is the beginning, and then it goes to Saturday, right? Like we had to make a spectrum of the calendar year. We had to all agree that January is the beginning, December's the end, right? Okay, so that's what spectrums entail, right? So because of such, there are definitions that have to be, in a sense, kept, but I don't think they are restricted to, right? So I think there are scientific, when it comes to certain like man and woman, there are scientific anatomical definitions that I go by, right? But that has nothing to do personally about what you carry on as an individual as, because I can't tell you that, like I said, what's hot for me and what's cold for you could be two different things. So the spectrum for me is anatomically, right? So you have certain anatomical parts, and the only reason why I say that is because in a mechanism way, right, which is life, no matter if it's machinery or not. Like, people think mechanism is metal. No. Breathing is mechanism. There's a mechanic to breathing. You breathe in oxygen, you let out CO2, right? There's a mechanic to earth, to fruits growing. There's a mechanism to everything, right? So mechanism wise, what has to happen is a sperm has to fertilize an egg. Period. In order to constitute life, if you will, right? So that's how I constitute male and female. The person who has a sperm is a male. The person who has a male is who has the eggs are a female. That's just anatomically. Now, if you come to me and you tell me, hey, listen, I identify as, something different, I will politely ask you, is it okay that I call you by your name? And the reason why is this: I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. But it's very hard for a person's mind to unknow something that they know. Let's just be honest, okay? Mm-hmm. So some people may pull it. I don't want to say pull it off, because it's not like a masquerade. It's themselves. They're letting their inner self shine, right? And if some people do it more gracefully, in a sense where people can't even tell, right? Mm-hmm. And so if I see you and my brain says to me, you look like a woman on the outside, I don't know what you have anatomically, and it's not my job to go searching or asking. I don't care. I'm going to treat you for what I see you as fuck. Now, if I see you and my brain says that, well, this person may be identifying differently, I'm going to be gentle and I'm going to be conscious of that as you're identifying. But at the end of the day, my brain can't help but see you as...
So listen, I'm going to pause you real quick. Yeah. Right there. So with that being said, all right, we're gonna break it down some. Like I know you said, like, one thing you said, sperm equals male, eggs equal female.
In my opinion.
In your opinion, right? Listen, and then you said, if you see, so let's say sometimes, like you said, this person, you might see, oh, this is a female, right? And then it may happen that, like you said, you don't know what they have at time.
Right. It could be a male.
Like a female, they could be a male.
By all means.
Now, is it... Because I heard you say, like, you're going to say, is it better if I call you by your name? So it's like, what if you already assumed that they were a female? But that's great because they want that. Right? So are you still going to ask that question? Or is it only
I would still ask that question if I'm addressing them. But in the midst of me being...
But what if you didn't know that they were... What if they never told you yet that they were...
Then that's how I'm going to address them. I'm going to address them as I see them.
As you see them. Oh, I like that.
Does that make sense?
That's what
like if I'm in a conversation with you and I don't know them personally, and you say, do you see the person over there wearing a green shirt? I'm going to say, yeah, I see him. I don't know. I know that's a boy.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could just, because here's the thing. Are there not men who cross-dress?
Yeah, no, most definitely.
So how do I know that that's not a man that's just cross-dressing?
Right.
And who wants to be called a fucking man?
Right.
Who sees himself as a man who cross-dresses sometimes. Until we have a conversation.
So yo, it's crazy. Yo, I'm telling y'all, like, this is why I swear I don't. I really did not talk to him at all.
Oh, I told her not to. She was trying to say a little bit. I was like, no. I like coming into it because.
And like most of the topics, I tell y'all that I don't tell him.
No, I don't like knowing. I like coming into it because at the end of the day.
But like this topic in particular, like I've never talked to him.
We've never
like sometimes topics we like.
Flirt with.
We
say.
But like this topic here, like I never. So it's like, and with this topic, it's like I want to know, like, this is I trust him to give his, like, he's going to be honest about what he sees. So it's like, okay, but like, so I get that side of it, right? So now, I like to break it down for all listeners and everybody who takes things in differently. So with that being said, is there any characteristics, or is it only that's how you see it? You see it like there's a spectrum. We all, like, when you said,
what do you mean by characteristics? Like, Can you describe, like, what do you, like, give me some examples? Maybe?
So, okay, I'll be honest with you. There's times when I ask this question to a lot of my male friends, and they, a lot of times, it's crazy. Like, this is the first time, and I really need the listeners to understand this, because this is kind of like wilding for me. This is the first time I ever had a male answer it the way you did.
Really?
I swear to God.
Oh, that's fucking,
like, off the bat. I'm not saying that they didn't flirt and start going into certain things, but also it was interesting how you started to answer the question. Now, that's where I can't wait to go back and listen to this and, like, wow, like, just, but it was interesting how you started it, and I know that you started with, like, your spectrum. You said, like, there's a beginning and an ending.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't feel like
it's maybe capped, but it's not restricted to.
Right? You know what I mean? So like, what I'm, like, for example, like literally, like, the temperature of water, right? Like, it's water. Shit could be ice, steam. It could be water. In the middle, it has all types of things. But what I'm saying to you is, like, you may think 65 degrees is warm. I may think 65 degrees is cold. It don't change that it's 65 degrees. So you may look at somebody and think that they're a male, and they may think that they're a female. It don't change that they are what they are.
Right.
And so you should give them the respect to identify them as what they would like to be called with, because as an individual, you would want that for you. Yeah, I don't want no one to misrepresent me, right? So if you tell me this is what
I get a lot of guys, and I don't mean to cut you off, is because I want to just make sure I get this out. That a lot of men of my male friends that I ask this question to, and I'm not bashing anything that they say.
No, we're just being your experience.
This is just like, wow, wow. Because even their heads and how I talk about this, and when we get to this, get different. So a lot of them first go, when I say what makes a man, right? A lot of people say, oh, the fact that I provide for my family.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Wait. The fact that I provide for my family.
But that's insulting.
That I'm a protector.
That's insulting too.
That I'm like, they just give, like, that's like,
that's
they
insulting.
Like I got balls. I got nuts.
I hate to cut you off, but I can't even listen to that bullshit. But that's really honest, supremely insulting.
But that's what some people might. So I like that immediately you took it to a whole nother perspective, and I'm not, and I hope you don't feel any offense to it, because I wasn't at all. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting. I knew it was going to be great.
Yeah, but we don't know.
But it's like, I could have
fell right into the trap in a sense. Yeah. Right? And then we had more to talk about, because we would have been on alternate sides.
Yeah, so it's like, it's like, the next questions is like, you know what I mean? And you have, so understand that that's why a lot of these questions is going to now stem from that too, because, it's like, so, and a lot of times when I ask guys that, they say they take care of their family, this and that. So then my next question is followed up, like, so if a male is more feminine, does that make him less of a man? Now listen, before we say that, understand that the word male, this is gonna get, I like this is gonna get good. A male, if you go, and you know me, Google, as soon as we go Google, a male is an adult male human being. Okay, well, they also use male in that. So let's go and break it down. Let's see their exact second definition. A human being of either sex, a person.
Of course.
Alright? So now, obviously the reverse is...
Well, because it's of either sex, because a female still has male in it. You can't take that out of it.
You can't take it out.
So it's deeper.
Like... So, like, now... With that, like, I'm not, again,
no,
not to cut you off.
You were, I'll cut you off, sorry.
With that being said, so now I like how, like, where you came from. It's like you immediately went right to where the whole, like, the definition was, and it could be just the understandings and things, but, like, it's just astonishing to me, because it's like, a lot of times, like, people feel like, okay, if a male is more feminine, he's not a man anymore. He becomes less of a man.
What does that mean?
But what does that mean?
That's fucking retarded. I'm sorry, I can't say that word. I apologize. I apologize. That's not socially correct. You know? I never mean that. That's just so asinine to me that old word came back to me because I used that word in junior high school. In high school, I'm gonna be honest. Before I knew better, right? So I apologize to anyone that I might have offended with that word. But I can't believe that thinking is parallel amongst a lot of my peers, a lot of my fellow males, because. From what I know, as a male, and if you're a man and you feel different, correct me if I'm wrong. Whether you have a father in your life or not, and I do. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful. I'm fortunate. I love my dad. He, in a sense, showed me through example how to be a man, you know, and how to, you know, maybe take care of my family in a sense and things of that nature. His principles that got passed down, and I'm extremely thankful. But my mom made me. And I don't think any man feels any different. My mom taught me how to love. And you can't get through this world without that. My mom taught me how to interact. My mom taught me how to deal with my emotions. My mom, you know what I'm saying? And so, to this day, she my hero. You know what I'm saying? And I seen her, like, not even to get emotional, I seen her jump through crazy hoops. And I'm at the age where, if I look back, I start doing the math, and I'm like, yo, when she was my age, she was doing and I can't manage half of what was on her plate now as a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's like, I don't think people understand that we all from the same stuff. Like, we got vitality. That's life force. We individuals. And be human, man. Like, be human. Like, don't care about sexual orientation. Don't care about, if you don't understand, say you don't understand. That's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay for it not to make sense to you.
It's okay to learn something.
Right? Like, for example, like, it don't really necessarily make sense to me, but what makes sense to me is that, here's what I think. Just being, you know, I'm a black man, right? And I think about, well, shit. Would I claim to be black just to be stopped by the cops? Just to be harassed? Right. Just to be treated different? Mm-hmm. Like, just to claim oppression? Like, just to be, you know, fed the shorter spoon? Would I claim that? Would I claim that just to be judged every day before I even open my mouth? Would I claim that? And that's how, if you don't understand what the whole LGBTQ community may go through, just put yourself that, like, think, trade minds, right? Would you claim that to deal with all the fucking scrutiny? Yeah. Would you come out loud in public and wear that every day if you truly did, if you didn't embody that in some way, shape, or form? And like I said, if you don't understand, because it's hard to understand outside the box when you're in the box. Mm-hmm. Always, you in the box. The box means it's four walls. You can't possibly understand what's going on.
And like another thing too, like I like how you said that. Like it's funny because it made me go back to this whole thing with when I was coming out, right? It was like a big deal. Like it was so hard for me to feel like I wanted to come out or whatever, right? So like my whole thing was, I remember I went into Spencer's. Shout out to Spencer's too, because this is gonna be a good story. Shout out to Spencer's. But when I went to Spencer's, right, I saw these keychains, and on the keychain, it was in pink, mind you. I'm not even like into pink or anything. Like, not like I'm against it, because I think I look great in pink. It's just not my color, you know. But it said, my parents said I could be anything, so I became a lesbian. Right? So it's funny that you said that, because the whole, if you didn't catch that, the whole point of it is saying, like, at what point did I be like, you know what? This is what I'm going to, so I can fuck society. This is what I'm going to do.
This is my get back.
Like, this is my get back, or I'm just going to be like, you know what? Yeah, stick it to your society. This is how I'm going to be. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's funny, and like, it's funny that, like, when you said that, like, a lot of times, like, for me, like, obviously, if you pay attention and you know me, or even if you pay attention, like, my voice is deeper. It's always been that fucking. It's nothing that I haven't I haven't done anything different besides speak and learn different words. Right. That's the only thing that I've done different is learn how to when to elevate my voice and like, you know, as far as like when I'm speaking to someone to make sure that it's not like
the wrong tone.
Right. That's it. Other than that, this is how I've been. I haven't worked it out to be like, it's not because I feel like I'm a man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You weren't practicing your voice trying to make it
Instead, what I did go in the mirror and do is practice how to do the people's eyebrow, like the Rock's eyebrow. I did that for a while. I got it. I'm what? You don't notice I always do it. I'm like when I look at so I never had to look at you crazy because my jaw be like, I'd be like,
yeah, that's just strong.
Like I always like that's
I can't
but
do that.
It's like, you know, so it's like it's wild that like a lot of times that's the response that I get. Like, so when we go back to when you saying like the whole strong thing, you said notice I didn't say she's a strong woman or anything like that. You didn't put no gender to it.
No.
It's like even in the gym. So like when we go in the gym, it's like to the point that guys be like, wait. Yeah. It makes them brings them to reality. Like, hold up, shit.
We all more than capable.
We more than capable.
Like,
it's like they look at it. It actually helps them. Yeah. Like, you know, like, or vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like
today when the old dude was like, yo.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He said, let's go.
He seen you do the first 60.
Yeah.
You didn't even see him.
I didn't know that.
He smooth, went back there and was just he didn't even move his jaw. He didn't move his machine. He was watching you. And I'm counting. 55, 60.
I didn't even know that.
7. We got to 70. His eyebrows went up. And you shook it out. And you like, he rooting for you now. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm watching this shit. Come on, let's go.
He said, let's go.
And it's like, yo, and I want everybody to understand that. Like, yo, we people first. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit that we try to divide ourselves because we've been taught that. Get out your box, man. Be a human before you're anything. Be a human before you're black. Be a human before you're a man. Be a human before you're a white man. Whatever. Be a human before you're a woman. Be a human, and just like, you know what I'm saying, and have empathy for the experience. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get away from the questions.
So no, that's it. Like that's not it. But like, so that ties in. Like the next question even was on that. Matter of fact, before we go to that, because I want to bring, because obviously I'm a female, but like I always be saying this thing, like my whole thing, I might even like figure something out with that, but I don't be female in the same. I might put that on a t-shirt. I don't female the same. You know what I mean? I don't be female in the same. Like, so it's like, you know, sometimes what I mean by that, it's not that it's not, remember, my focus is not that I'm like, you know, I have a lot of guys that always are like, yo, I be forgetting sometimes that you're not really the bro, you're the sis, you're a female. Like, you know, like for instance, it's funny, me and Brian, I was like, yo, I gotta do the workout this way, bro, because I got more elevated chest than what you have. So it's like things get different. So it's like it's nothing about me not. It's just is how I am. I reek more of or I guess I don't even know if reek. I am more of a masculine. Again, when we were talking about spectrums. My spectrum fall more, I have more of a dominance and a masculine spectrum. Like, you know, and that's just how it is because that's how I was born and things like that. So it's like, with that being said and all that, like, I definitely want to get, like, I don't want to be biased to anything. And I want to have someone who, like, you know, hasn't even listened or know what the hell we're doing. I think we might have just woke her up. But either way, I definitely want to, like, I want to get someone like that I trust, like, that could give me accurate response to like my questions. And again, she's not prepared, she's not prepped, she doesn't know what anything is. I literally just woke her up, and I do apologize, sis, and like I want y'all to know, like, this is somebody that's very like very passionate and strong, you know, and I respect her opinions. And I want to take it to a different level. And like I said, I want to give a female opinion base, and she's definitely in the work field around a lot of people, animals, things like that, you know. And it's like I trust her. I trust her opinion. She's very how I say, like, educated, but it's like it's more than that. It's the intelligence and things, like, you know. So without further ado, this is my sis. I call her my sis. You feel me? But her name's Ty. You feel me? And Ty, I want to ask you a question if you don't mind. If you really don't mind the whole thing. So, and like, you know, just be you, be regular, and just elevate your voice. Let us know how you feel, what you think. But what do you think makes a female a female?
I definitely think that's a loaded question. I think you'll get more like opinion, so to speak, than there is like scientific fact.
But that's what we asking for.
I'll definitely say
we want the opinion side of things, because we don't have that side of opinion at all. We can't get that because we're not that. Or at least you said you don't female the same. I'm not female.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get into that because we're gonna break the definition down. I'm gonna explain it more. That's why I was like trying to but I'm gonna explain it more. But like, go ahead. I wanna hear your opinion on. And this is no right or wrong. I need you to understand that. It's not like we're gonna condemn you for. It's no right or wrong. This is our fucking opinion. We're gonna. Hopefully, we can expand each other's mind.
Right,
you know
what
I mean? By sharing.
How we feel,
yeah, like, you know what I mean? So go ahead. Like, what's your opinion on what makes a female a female? Don't mind me. I'm just going to jot some things down so that I can remember and we can reflect back to it, just so, you know what I mean? But go ahead. What makes a female a female?
I think it's how you feel. Like, I think that, femininity is like a power that, I would say that probably every woman, so to speak, I guess, has access to it. And I think how we tap into that access differs for us all as well. For myself, I wouldn't even necessarily say I would equate womanhood for me to having a baby. Like, we all, aren't necessarily blessed or what have you with the ability to have children. It is unfortunate. But I don't necessarily equate being able to have a baby to womanhood. I think it's about kind of how you move, what you bring to the table that's different from others that might be at the same table, even other women. You can have 6 women in the room and everybody's femininity could literally be different. Some could be loud, some could be quiet, but it doesn't take away from, who's a strong woman, who's not a strong woman. So I think that, depending on kind of the circles that you're in your life and, maybe the other women that you surround yourself with, I think there can be times that it is easier for, said feminine power to kind of be brought out. I think others can bring it out of you. I think, it can be very heroic for yourself as far as like maybe kind of finding out who you are or just maybe delving deep into what you have to offer or what you bring to the table.
Okay, I like that. So like, because this whole episode and everything and topic was about is what makes a man and what makes a woman a woman. And it's like both of y'all, what I like is y'all both said like it's the feel, like the spectrum, like in the femininity and the fact that, and I just was saying before you even came on, I was just saying that it's not that I don't like, I'm on a, like my masculine, I have more of a masculine side that I attract, that I go to and that I attract myself to. Like that's what I'm attracted to more, like as far as for me, like, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of things I'm like, when it comes to like, oh, well, how didn't you know this is how this girl was thinking? It's like, well, because I was thinking on a more logical approach about it this way. I didn't go into my femininity and tap into my emotional side to yet get that. So now I have to, in order for me to understand it, I have to go into that like, oh, okay. So, I have to be more like this, or like, now this is how I understand it. Like, and for instance, when me and bro was talking earlier, one thing that that we were getting into, and I didn't want to go too deep into, when you said about the patience. No lie, a lot of that comes from me being around a lot of women and me being a woman. You know what I mean? It's like in life, I'm not just a female. No, I don't only identify as a female because, mind you, we're gonna break into what it says a female is, because this goes deep. Because I want to say this before I tell y'all what a female is, because I don't want to change y'all perspective while I'm saying this. I want y'all to still feel every way how y'all feel currently on why we're talking about this topic. So like, as a female, because I do identify myself as a female, I had to learn that it's okay for me not to be female in the same. What I mean by that is, it's okay for me to learn and understand how a woman works. It's okay for me not have all the answers on how a woman works. I don't have a desire for me to have children, right? So does that make me not a female? No, because I have the capabilities. Oh, I don't want to get into it, but I have the capabilities of producing offspring. You feel me?
Right.
So because of that, you know what I mean? As an individual, right. I just choose not to have children. And on top of that, this is how I choose to live my life. And now I choose to learn how women are. I choose to learn to respect women for who they are and the things that they're capable of doing. Because now listen to the capability of a woman. Remember, I said a male is an adult. A man is an adult male human being, or a human being of either sex, a person, right? Now listen to a female, it gets a little more complex, right? So it says of a female of or denoting the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs, distinguished biologically by the production, all right, of gametes, oval that can be fertilized. All that really means is just saying, like, basically you got ovaries. Right. All right. So I like, just to break it down to y'all. But it's like, it's saying ovaries, but then this might fuck your head up too, because it's like that can be fertilized by male gametes. So it's just saying, like, basically, like, kind of like different organs, different things. Like, it's right. The way that it works, we all know how you male and female, and you gotta, it says animal or plant, because we can't forget that, right? So the funny, crazy thing is,
I didn't even think about horticulture.
Animals.
I didn't even think about botanicals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's what it's like when people be like, "Oh, I produce for my family, I provide for my." So now that, because animals are, we gotta understand that animals have homosexuality.
Look at lioness.
It's like a lion. About to say, like a lion. I'm Brian Lion, and that's why I use that reference so much. Like, I live in this household with two females. Mm-hmm. Not only are they the gas that make me maintain the high level of standard that I live by, but they make this house a home. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have it any other way. We always got lotion. We always, like, we're for real though. Like, we got candles. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's warm in here, it's comfortable, got blankets and shit. Like, Lord knows if the world was just all men, we would be broken ashy. We would just be playing sports and shit. Like, it wouldn't be comfortable.
And we gotta understand the whole meaning and where the whole man came from is just to interpret mankind.
Yes,
so a lot of times when it's funny how isn't it wild how a female could be considered a male, but a male can never be considered a female if you look at the terms like this. Like, in a sense, like what I mean by that, and I don't mean nothing. I mean anatomically, and not like in a sense, but what I mean by that is, isn't it funny how it's much more? It's crazier that the female. You realize how much it all starts from a female. So what it's saying is that you got to remember that we all have, like, in a sense, you can, and a male can tap into, like, it makes sense why a male can be more feminine. And is what I'm trying to say. Because it's like you first developed from that. That's the art of being a man.
That's something I learned from my dad.
You got to learn that it first derived from that.
The art of being a man is having the ability to put someone through a fucking wall, but having the gentleness to hold the baby. And knowing how to use and when to use your aggression and when to manage it. And when it's like, I'm gonna keep this,
like,
keep this piece.
And what I meant by, so that's what I was saying. It's not saying that they can't be. It's like, what I was trying to say is more so that so much that they can learn from a woman.
Absolutely.
And it's like, in the world,
we learn everything
it's so
from
much.
We think about it. Like,
it was something earlier. You said something about your mom. You said I learned from my wife. You said I'm not here trying to be like you said, but I really learned a lot. You said not knocking my dad.
I learned how to be who I am from my mom.
So it's like that right there is like, it's so much like. So when people be like, "Oh, this was it's a lot of whatever you feel and expect."
Look, she taught me how to love. Like, for example, my dad is Caribbean. He, you know what I'm saying, and I love my culture. You know what I'm saying? He was Indian. He's an immigrant, right? And in that culture, it's not really. Even the women are a little bit on a tougher side. It's not really meant to be. You know, they don't really say I love you too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know he loved me. You know what I'm saying? And when, you know, in the times that he did, you know, but now that I'm an adult, I say it to him, he say it right back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never was uncomfortable with saying it. He just didn't realize that he could because I was a boy.
Right.
And he was taught a different way, right? But like I said, when I reference love, as a kid growing up, when you ask me how I knew I loved something, the only point of reference I had was my mom. Mm-hmm. Like, she was the warmest thing I ever had. She was the essence of love. And I don't think that my father, no disrespect, could have taught me that. He didn't have the capabilities to teach me that. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a different type of oomph. You know, and what I mean by that is, like, what people don't understand is This is the difference to me to piggyback. This is the difference between me and male and female in a philosophical way. Women are the receivers, and that might sound easy.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. You do it a lot.
Men are the givers, and that might seem like it's glorious. It's not. Because that means pain. That means corruption. That means subjugated to things that they shouldn't be subjugated just because they're seen as a.
And real quick, not even to cut you off. I realized I didn't even finish my statement of what I was saying. That goes with it. Not only am I considered a female, because like I said, I identify as that, right? But I'm also a black female. I'm also a female that is on the dominant side that got labels like stud, butch, dyke, things like that. So now, like he said, a receiver, now I have to take all of these things of all of these men that feel all these ways, and all these, not even just men, people that feel all these ways because they think I want to be a man. I have to take all of these different emotions and energies and things like that, and now I have to decide, like, and there was a point in my life where I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, yo, I might as well just get sex change so everybody could just feel better. Like, you know, it wasn't nothing for me. You know what I mean? Because the only reason why I ain't gonna hold you, the only reason why I'll ever get sex change is if y'all ever find out a way for me to still impregnate a girl, like shoot something in there and boom, 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 I'm down. You feel me? Other than that, I know it's just not for me. Like, you know what I mean? There's no offense to anybody else. I understand. I understand when it's like the vision and what you see and not feeling okay for what you see, and that's why we have the ability. We have this flesh.
But here's the thing.
We have the flesh to change.
But here's the vision, though.
When I work out, bro.
Right.
It's the same if I work out, bro.
But what I'm saying though is the appearance, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why I always go by appearance. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it would be disrespectful to call you a he. Without you telling me, yo, bro, I want to be referred to as a he. Right. If you notice when I text you brose. Yeah. It's funny. Right. I came with that in my head. I was like, because one day I was like, yo, I feel like I call you bro too much, and I don't ever want to be disrespectful, right?
Yeah, and it's never is.
And so what I came up with was bro. I came up with brose. Yeah. You know, because like wine, right? You got red, you got white, right? Right. But what's rose? Right. Both, right? So I came up with my brose. This is my brose. You heard? Because I just want to uphold the most respect for your personal identity, right? Because that matters more than anything that I'm thinking. Because it don't matter. What matters is we found a way where our lives intersected, and we're making each other better.
Right.
That matters. That matters more than that's the fruit. That's the better.
And that's what I want to like leave y'all with, because you know we run up on time. Y'all know this is a little longer, and I appreciate y'all for
listening. It's the season finale.
It's the season finale.
You know, it gotta be a little longer.
We gotta hit them with the bop bop bam whoop whoop ram. You feel me? But not like that's it. That's the whole thing. Like, more or less, what makes a man a man, what makes a woman is
you are what you think you are.
You are what you think you are.
And you shouldn't be ashamed of it either way.
I tell motherfuckers, some days I feel more like, yo, I'm that nigga. Like, I'm that bull. Like, I am that bull. Like, and I don't mean like, I just feel like I'm that. First of all, that's my feeling of how I'm projecting.
Because here's the thing.
Like, you know what I mean?
There's so many men in the gym that watch her work out and tuck their tails. Okay. And the only reason why they do that is because they have the wrong definition of what a male and a female is.
Exactly.
Because they should just see it as, wow, this is another human that's achieving. They shouldn't grade themselves based on what she's lifting, what they lifting, or what she can do. They should just be. I admire everybody in the gym. She'll tell you. I'll be like, if I see a good form, I tell you, look at this person. If you're male, female, it don't matter who it is. If it's good form,
like, you know,
I want to show you what I'm talking about. Here's another example of good form.
That's how we get the we get the purity amongst the world and amongst ourselves. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's how we grow. That's how we build. That's
Open your eyes,
that's how the real for real. Each one teach one go. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just like, you can't be afraid to be like, listen. Learning. I'm still learning every fucking day.
You know what I admired about nature? Ain't no straight lines. Open your eyes. You gotta understand that. Like, I'm a very black and white person, but my girl, she taught me how to understand the grays of things. Because as though there are things that are clear cut, reality is what people think. Mm-hmm. Regardless of all the laws and all that shit, reality is what people think, and so you gotta make room for people and trade minds with them and see where they're coming from in order to have a better understanding and tolerance and empathy of the world. And I'm grateful that she came into my life to teach me that, because before I was a little pushy on what I thought was right for the world. Mm-hmm. But there is no right for the world. No, it's just we human.
We human.
And as long as you're human first,
that's the beauty.
You'll make all the right decisions. Don't see. Understand this. Whether you think this person is a male, female, or something like that, there's somebody's freaking child.
And they somebody.
And they somebody that's loved by other people.
They have a purpose.
They have a purpose, and they have a family. And you, how would you want people to treat your family?
That part.
Let's think about it.
That part. And like, you know, I always been saying like in this, you know, love, peace, and Godspeed, you know what I mean? And that's whatever we are, because I do feel as though we are God. So it's whatever our speed is, let's project that. That's the speed we go. There's no right or
there's
wrong.
Sloths and there's cheaters in this world.
It's all about perspective, you feel me?
That's right.
I appreciate y'all for rocking with us for this season. We can't wait.
Season finale.
Take
a brief sabbatical, and we're gonna come back even better.
Sis, appreciate you for coming in and giving your little input. Like, you know, like this is we're gonna have more of this. This is the season finale. Remember, stay tuned. More to come. Season 2 is gonna be fire. Ooh, stay tuned. Shout out to y'all. Stay up.